Libra, this message is arriving because the situation you've been trying to balance is no longer asking for compromise. Within the next 7 days, something changes because the role you've been playing quietly expires. Not through conflict, through clarity. You've been holding opposing truths at once. Your needs on one side, harmony on the other. And for a long time, you believed that keeping the peace required you to stay slightly uncomfortable. That belief is what's breaking now. This shift isn't loud. It's decisive, and once it happens, you won't feel torn anymore. Hi, love, it's Aira. Let's go into what actually shifts, why it shifts now, and how Libra steps out of the internal negotiation that's been draining you. The first card opening this reading shows inner decision finalized. Libra, you've been suspended in indecision, not because you don't know what you want, but because you've been waiting for permission to want it. You've been hoping the situation would choose for you, so you wouldn't have to disrupt the balance. This card shows that the decision is already made internally. You may not have named it yet, but your body knows, your energy knows, your patience knows. Within the next 7 days, the internal debate ends. Not because everything is resolved, but because you stop pretending both options are equal. This is where Libra realizes that neutrality is no longer alignment. The second card reveals truth without confrontation. You've been bracing for an uncomfortable conversation, an emotional explanation, or a moment where you have to justify your stance. But this card shows the truth arriving without conflict. Someone's behavior makes things obvious. A pattern repeats one last time. A response, or lack of response, clarifies everything. What changes you is how clean this feels. No drama, no argument, just understanding. Within the next 7 days, you stop explaining things away. You accept what's being shown, and that acceptance is freeing. The third card stepping forward is self-respect activated. Libra, you are kind by nature, but lately kindness has crossed into self-erasure. You've been accommodating at the cost of your own comfort, hoping fairness would eventually return. This card shows self-respect coming back online. Quietly, firmly, without resentment. Within the next 7 days, you adjust how much access you give, how quickly you respond, how much you soften your needs. This isn't selfishness. It's balance finally applied inward. The fourth card shows energetic withdrawal. This is subtle but powerful. You stop leaning toward the situation emotionally. You stop checking. You stop managing outcomes. You don't withdraw in anger. You withdraw in clarity, and that changes the entire dynamic. Within the next 7 days, the situation reacts because it no longer has unlimited access to your energy. Before we continue, if you want your full 2026 Libra forecast, covering love, money, career, and long-term life direction, that in-depth reading is available for $155 and can be booked anytime. The fifth card reveals balance restored through choice. True balance doesn't come from keeping everyone comfortable. It comes from choosing what's sustainable. Once you make your internal choice, things begin to stabilize. Your mood evens out. Your thoughts slow down. Your body relaxes. Progress begins now, not because everything is perfect, but because you're no longer divided. This is where Libra feels grounded again. The sixth card shows external adjustment. When you stop over-accommodating, others adjust. Someone steps up. Someone reveals limits. A situation reconfigures itself. What matters is that you don't rush to smooth things over. You allow the adjustment to happen. Within the next 7 days, you see proof that you don't have to hold everything together alone. This restores trust, in fairness, and in timing. The seventh card brings stability through boundaries. This stability feels different than before. It's quieter, stronger, less dependent on approval. You feel safer being honest, even if it creates temporary imbalance. Within the next 7 days, you stop walking on eggshells. You start standing on solid ground. Libra, if this resonates, like, share, comment, and subscribe, so this message reaches others who are learning to choose themselves without guilt. The eighth and final card is peace without performance. This situation changes because you stop performing balance and start living it. You no longer manage perceptions. You live your truth calmly and consistently. That's when peace arrives, not as something you maintain, but something that sustains you. This is the end of emotional negotiation and the beginning of self-aligned calm. Affirmation: I choose balance that includes me. I honor clarity, self-respect, and peace as I allow this situation to shift naturally.